they have given billions of dollars to mental health and the homeless population. A lot of them don't want to take the programs. A lot of them don't want to get the help that is necessary. You can't give them a choice. Either you take the resources that we're going to give you, or you decide that you're going to be locked up in jail. That's the way it has to be now.
Or involuntary lethal injection or something. Just kill them.
Oh, my bad. That was just Brian Kilmeade on Fox and Friends talking about rounding up and murdering homeless people. That wasn't Jimmy Kimmel. This is what got Jimmy showed indefinitely suspended.
We hit some new lows over the weekend with the MAGA gang desperately trying to characterize this kid who murdered Charlie Kirk as anything other than one of them and doing everything they can to score political points from it. In between the finger pointing, there was grieving. On Friday, the White House flew the flags at half staff, which got some criticism. But on a human level, you can see how hard the president is taking this.
My condolences on the loss of your friend Charlie Kirk. May I ask, sir, personally, how are you holding up over the last day and a half, sir?
I think very good. And by the way, right there, you see all the trucks? They've just started construction of the new ballroom for the White House, which is something they've been trying to get, as you know, for about 150 years. And it's going to be a beauty.
Yes. He's at the fourth stage of grief, construction. Demolition, construction. This is not how an adult grieves the murder of someone he called a friend. This is how a 4-year-old mourns a goldfish, okay?
That wasn't even a joke about Charlie Kirk. None of that was about Charlie at all. He said the suspect that's in custody is likely one of their own, which at this point, it is likely. We don't know all the details, but it is likely. And then made fun of Trump for having the attention span of a little baby. And then just played the video of Trump being asked about the death of what he called a friend, and he immediately pivoted to how well the ballroom is about to be built. That is how a 4-year-old mourns a goldfish, barely even recognizing it as a loss of life. How does that get your show suspended? Well, when you're on ABC and you don't want your government subsidies to be taken from you and the FCC to come down on you because Trump is going to be in his feelings, you do what they say. You walk on eggshells. You make sure not to offend the president or anybody that he kind of calls a friend. Because then Trump is gonna literally call for your cancellation. This is the real cancel culture. Trump will go on to say, great news for America. The ratings challenge Jimmy Kimmel show is canceled. Congratulations to ABC for finally having the courage to do what had to be done. Kimmel has zero talent and worse ratings than even Colbert, if that's possible. That leaves Jimmy and Seth, two total losers on fake news NBC. Their ratings are also terrible. Do it, NBC. He's actually outwardly calling for shows to be canceled because of his hurt feelings. His little fifis are hurt. And this isn't a defense of these shows. Who cares about late night television? I'm more of a Tubi watcher myself. Sometimes they have great movies like Pulp Fiction, and other times they have complete and total nonsense that are so bad, they end up being kind of entertaining. It's the fact that the president could just do that with impunity. It'd be one thing if Jimmy Kimmel was on there smoking on Charlie Kirk, walking out to Protect Your Neck from Wu-Tang, like doing the whole thing, throwing memes up on a Jumbotron like Drake did to Meek Mill back in the day. Like, if he was wilding like that, all right, there would be a point. There would be a point there. But that's not what's going on. That's not what happened. All of this is unnecessary and is just a show of power. This is why, if you are empathetic, do your thing. But the fact that all of these people are trying to force everyone else to be empathetic to a piece of shit, it's crazy. Trump and his ilk are the type of people that you give an inch and they take a mile. They use any and every situation to try to crush their opposition. Even the fresh corpse of someone they call a friend. There's no consistency. They pretended to be, free speech warriors. But as soon as they have the opportunity to get people canceled for their words, they take it full on, calling for people to get fired from their jobs just to own the libs. Imagine owning the libs meant Medicare for all. Imagine owning the libs meant actually making sure life is affordable for most people. But no, it's all about attacking people because of memes they post online. And a lot of those memes were just the direct quotes of Charlie Kirk. How you mad because people are posting what Charlie Kirk actually said and stood for? Is it because you're ashamed of what he actually stood for? It's all just pathetic. But what do you think about all this? Let me know in the comment section. Like this video, and if you're still watching, you might as well subscribe to the channel. Peace.